In the heart of Kampala, where the city lights danced across the night sky and the streets hummed with life, there lived a young woman named Amina. Amina believed in love, not the kind found in movies, but the kind that stays when life becomes difficult. One afternoon, while waiting for a taxi in town, she met Daniel. A simple conversation became a friendship. Friendship became love, and before long, they could not imagine a life without each other. They dreamed together. They planned together. They promised that one day they would build a home filled with laughter and children. For 3 beautiful years, life seemed perfect, until one phone call changed everything. Daniel had received a job opportunity in another country. It was the chance he had always prayed for, but it meant leaving Uganda, leaving Amina. The night before his departure, they sat beneath a blooming jacaranda tree. Purple flowers drifted gently around them. Amina held back tears. "Will you come back?" she whispered. Daniel squeezed her hand. "I promise. No matter how long it takes, I will come back for you." The next morning, he was gone. At first, they spoke every day, then every week, then every month. Distance became a thief that stole conversations, stole laughter, stole closeness. One day, Daniel's calls stopped completely. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Amina waited. She checked her phone every morning, every evening, every night. Nothing. Her friends told her to move on. Her family begged her to forget him, but her heart refused. Years passed. The jacaranda tree still stood, and every year when it blossomed, Amina remembered the promise. Sometimes she cried. Sometimes she smiled, but she never stopped believing. Then, one rainy afternoon, 5 years later, a black car stopped outside the small bookstore where she worked. A man stepped out, older, stronger, but familiar. Amina froze. Her heart stopped. It was Daniel. Tears filled her eyes. She wanted to be angry. She wanted to walk away. Instead, she stood motionless. Daniel approached slowly. His voice shook. "Amina." She could barely speak. Why? One word, one question, one wound carried for 5 years. Daniel lowered his head. "I was in an accident." He explained how months of hospitalization became years of recovery, how he lost access to his contacts, how he struggled to rebuild his life, how every day he searched for a way back, and how the promise beneath the jacaranda tree never left his heart. Amina listened. The pain of the years rushed back, the loneliness, the unanswered questions, the tears. But she also saw something else. The same love that had once lived in his eyes. The same sincerity. The same man she had never truly stopped loving. Rain began to fall. Neither moved. Neither cared. Daniel reached into his pocket. From it, he pulled a small silver ring. Worn. Old. Protected through every hardship. "I bought this before I left," he said softly. "I wanted to give it to you the day I came back." Amina covered her mouth as tears streamed down her face. The years of pain finally broke, and in their place came peace. Daniel knelt, not in a grand hall, not before a crowd, but on the same street where fate had reunited them. "Amina, will you marry me?" For a moment, the world stood still. Then she smiled, the smile he had dreamed of seeing again. Yes. Years later, they would sit beneath the same jacaranda tree with their children playing nearby. And whenever someone asked about their love story, they would smile and say, "The road was painful. The waiting was long. But some promises are stronger than time." Moral: true love is not measured by how easy the journey is, but by how faithfully two hearts find their way back to each other.